Welcome to English Gyan Online English by Santosh Seth. Class 10th English Dust of Snow. Today I am going to explain you this poem. Dust of Snow is composed by Robert Frost. It is a simple and short poem, but it has a deeper meaning. It has a larger meaning than its size. The poet has explained in this poem how any act as petty as experiencing snow on one's body can also brighten one's day up. The message the poet Robert Frost has tried to convey is always a larger significance. A little thing touches a larger thing. So the first four lines of the poem are: the way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. So these are the first four lines. Here we don't have any hard word except shook and hemlock. Shook is actually past tense. Shake, shook, shaken. So shook is the past tense, and hemlock is name of a poisonous tree which has small white flowers. So in these four lines, the poem is set in a scene where the poet is in a bad mood and he is walking by a tree, a hemlock tree. Hemlock tree is a poisonous tree. As he passes by, a crow happens to throw some snow dust on him. Whether it falls on his head or shoulders is unknown, as there is no specific mention in the poem. Also, the readers are left in doubt about the bird's specific action. Whether the crow was landing, shivering with cold, readjusting itself on the branch, or taking off, it happened to send some particles of snow upon the author. Here, the two agents of nature, the hemlock tree and the crow, are signifiers of sadness and gloom, just like the poet's mood was in the opening scene. Now, the next four lines: has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued. Here, the meaning of the word rued is given. Rued means held in regret. Some literary devices are also there, but let me first of all explain these four lines. For unknown reasons, the author was having a terrible day, but the falling of the snow on his head lifted up his mood instantly. He had already spent his day in a bad mood, but the rest of it was saved by the crow and the hemlock tree. Generally, hemlock tree and crow are used for negative references, but the poet used them beautifully to portray that inauspicious things can bring joy and happiness too. One must not take things for granted and should be open and accept whichever way the nature chooses to bless us. As you can see, the rhyme scheme is A B A B C D C D. The first four lines A B A B, and the last four lines C D C D. And you know how to find out this rhyme scheme. Like in the second paragraph, the last word is heart, then mood, then part, then root. So heart and part are same, and mood and root are same. So C D C D, and this is C D C D because A B is in the first paragraph. There are some examples of alliteration, and I know you have a good sound knowledge of alliteration. It is repetition of a particular sound. The occurrence of the same letter or sound at the beginning of adjacent or closely connected words. You can see the examples. Has given my heart and saved some part. Has heart HH repeated. Saved some SS repeated. So it is alliteration. We have inversion too here. When the structure of a sentence is changed by the poet to create rhyme, this poetic license is called inversion. In stanza 1, inversion can be seen. So poetic license, this word is not new for you. It is actually a kind of freedom to the poet so that he can do some change, and these changes of structure or of words helps to create rhyme. Next is assonance. It is also similar to alliteration, but here the importance is given to vowel sound. Shook down on me. So this shook down on o, this is prominent, so this is assonance. And we have one more figure of speech, enjambment. When the same sentence continues to the next line without the use of any punctuation mark is called enjambment. It has been used throughout the poem. So I hope you have understood the poem. So let me summarize this whole poem. The short poem written by Robert Frost throws light upon the unimaginable healing power of nature and tiny things, small things. From a bad mood to ill health, there is nothing that cannot be cured by nature. Nature is the best doctor. The author was experiencing one such bad day when a crow's movement near a hemlock tree dusted snow upon him. The snow instantly makes him happier. His day gets a lot better. In this way, the supremacy of nature as a whole made the poet realize how small, how petty his problem was. The fact that hemlock tree is poisonous, combined with a crow being the indicator of doom and fear, are used in the poem as the carrier of happiness. Carrier of happiness in the life of narrator is ironical. The poet, through these objects, has tried to highlight that sometimes creatures linked with negative aspect of life can also be the bringer of change and happiness. Being outdoors in nature with all its unpredictability can benefit anyone, anywhere, at any time. Now it is time to say thank you. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.